Hello and welcome to today's edition of Podcast for Education. Treating English today is Miss Jaja, and she'll be taking us through basic sentence structure as a topic.
All right, learners, welcome to class today. In our class today, we'll be teaching primary 3 learners. And then our topic for lesson today is basic sentence structure. Now, also, before now, as primary 3 learners, you would have learned what sentences are and then the parts of sentences and all. But today we want to look at the structure, what builds up a sentence, what is very, very important in a sentence. Every time I need to write a sentence, there are things that must be in my sentence for you to be correct. Every sentence must talk about a person, a thing that does it. Must talk about a person or the thing that does something. If my sentence doesn't have a subject, then it's not a sentence. Let's take an example. She likes cats. She in this sentence is the person we're talking about. She likes cats. If I take away she and I say likes cats, I'm sure the listener or anybody reading will be like, who? What? So every sentence must have a subject. If it doesn't have a subject, it's not a complete sentence. It doesn't have the proper structure. So every sentence must have a subject. Now, she likes cats. She in the sentence is the subject. Also, every sentence must have a verb. A word that expresses an action, an occurrence, or a state of being. A verb, before now, we've learned the verbs are action words or doing words. But now for sentence structure, we say a verb plays the role of expressing an action or an occurrence or a state of being. She likes cats. If you see my sentence, she likes cats. Likes there is expressing an occurrence or expressing a state of being. It's telling us how she feels about cats. I like to play tennis. I like to play tennis. Now, in this sentence, the word play tells us what I like to do. Play tennis. And then I am playing tennis. I don't eat tennis. It's not saying I eat tennis because I don't eat it. You play tennis. So every sentence must have a subject, must have a verb, and then it has an object. An object. An object could be a person or a thing that receives the action of the verb. A person or a thing that receives the action of a verb. Remember, we say it must have a subject, the person or thing that is doing something, that is carrying out the act. Then it must have a verb. It's telling us what the person is doing. But then there must be something or a person that is on the receiving end of that verb. She likes cats. She is the subject. Likes is the verb, but then what does she like? She likes cats. So in this sentence, we say cat is the object. Cat is receiving the likeness from the girl. So as we move along, we're going to be looking at what we call word order. There must be an order in writing your sentences. So that is what we're saying. We're doing sentence structures. So the first order is this. Every sentence must have a subject plus a verb plus an object. So that's the first order. First order, subject plus verb plus object. So he reads books. He being the subject, verb there, reads, object, books. If I made the sentence, he read or he reads, there's no object, there's nothing receiving it. He could read his Bible, he could read the newspaper, he could read anything. But then there must be an object so that the sentence is complete. He reads book, subject, verb, object. Second word order we have is subject plus verb plus action. subject plus verb plus actions. Melissa reads. Verb there is the actions. Melissa reads. Read is the verb. It's telling us what she's doing. She is eating. It's telling us what she's eating. Jim will leave. It's telling us Jim is leaving. But there are no object. Nothing is receiving it. For us to put an object, you must make it Melissa reads newspapers. Melissa reads journals. She is eating rice. She is eating eba and ogbono soup. I'm sure a lot of you like it. Jim is leaving for school. Subject plus verb plus object. I like eggs. She sees her sister. He is reading a book. Subject, verb plus object. Now let's see another order, the second order. Subject plus verb plus adjective. Subject plus verb plus adjectives. Now we know what an adjective is. Adjective is used to describe a noun or a pronoun. So for sentence structure, the first one is subject plus verb plus object. And the second one is subject plus verb plus adjective. Adjective being words that describe a noun. Bolu is busy. Busy in this sentence is an adjective. It's telling us what she's busy doing. So your sentence can now read, Bolu is busy reading. You see, the adjective is describing what Bolu is doing. She's busy reading. He is smart. Smart there being an adjective. The flowers are red. Red being an adjective is describing the flower. Another type of order we have is what we call subject plus verb plus adverb. Subject plus verb plus adverb. Sarah is here. Sarah there is the subject, the verb is, and then the adverb is here. Jeff ran slowly. People are everywhere. Everywhere there as the adjective. And then the last word order we have is subject plus verb plus a noun. Subject plus verb plus a noun. She is my friend. She being the subject, the person that is talking. But the noun there is my friend being a person. They are teachers. They are teachers. Subject is they. Then the noun we're talking about are teachers. He is a doctor. He being the subject, the person we're talking about. Now, because he is the subject, the doctor in that sentence means the person is a noun. So we say the subject plus verb plus noun. All of these could be said to be agreements. So word order could be agreements. Subject plus verb plus object agreement 1. Subject plus verb plus adjective agreement 2. Subject plus verb plus adverb 3. Subject plus verb plus noun 4. Those are the 4 word orders we have. Thank you for coming to class today. In today's class, we've talked about word order, and then we've seen all the words and then how they can be put together. And then so we've learned the basic sentence structure. So every time you want to put down something, every time you need to write, ensure you follow these orders and you'll be good writers in the near future. Nice to have you in class today. Keep being wonderful boys and girls. Love you.
Thank you for listening to today's edition of Podcast for Education, exclusive to Africa Business Radio. Remember, for questions and feedbacks, you can hit us up across all our social media platforms. That is on Facebook and Instagram at Africa Business Radio, Twitter, Africa Biz Radio. Remember also that you can listen to this particular episode or any other educational episode on www.africabusinessradio.com. Do have a great one.